My sister said that had given everything to her because I was a difficult child. In the lawyer's office, she was smiling like she had won. Then the lawyer opened the updated will, the one had quietly signed with me. My sister's smile stopped. She whispered, "No, no." I will never forget the moment when my sister softly said in the lawyer's office, "Mama gave everything to me. You were the difficult child anyway." She was smiling as if she had won some kind of competition. Her smile was clear, confident, and a little cruel. Then the lawyer opened the file, took a breath, and pulled out the updated will, the same will Mama had quietly signed with me. The papers rustled, and my sister's smile stopped right there. She whispered, "No, no." I sat straight in the chair, hands resting in my lap, as if I had practiced that posture for years. Being the difficult child wasn't new to me. At home, at school, then at work, wherever I went, that label followed. Every question I asked was difficult. Every boundary I set was difficult. Every truth I spoke was difficult. When Mama was alive, I had learned to swallow that word, but today it scraped differently inside my chest. The lawyer's voice felt distant. He read the date, a few paragraphs, then the name. My name. That moment felt like time had paused. I looked out the window. The parking lot had an old sedan, its baby on board sticker half peeled off. Life keeps moving like that, even when everything inside shifts completely. My sister tightened her grip on the armrest. Her nails had turned white. She was the same sister who always stood with Mama in childhood, who spoke before I could speak, who took my quietness as weakness. She was certain Mama had chosen her until the very end. I knew why Mama had chosen me. It wasn't a victory. It was an acknowledgement. 6 months earlier, I was sitting in Mama's kitchen. The dishes were washed but the towel was still damp. Insurance letters were spread across the table, and Mama pushed her glasses up her nose as she said, "I'm tired, honey." I didn't say anything. I just pulled my chair closer and listened. She talked about medical bills piling up, about not wanting everything to go in one direction because she knew I absorbed things quietly, even when they hurt. "You're not difficult," she told me. "You're honest." I hadn't brought up the will that day. Mama did. We called the lawyer, scheduled the appointment, and I didn't say a word to anyone, not to my sister, not to my aunt, not to the cousin who loved giving financial advice at every family event. Keeping secrets wasn't new to me. During the months I lived off credit cards, I kept secrets. When my company downsized and I worked 2 jobs for 3 months, I kept secrets. Survival teaches you silence. When the lawyer finished speaking, the room fell quiet. My sister looked at me like I had played some trick. I didn't respond. I just took a slow breath. I felt Mama's ring on my finger, the one she gave me in her final week. "You're strong," she had said. "Strong people stand alone sometimes." "This isn't right," my sister said, panic cracking her voice. "There has to be some mistake." The lawyer replied gently, "Everything has been verified." He glanced at me, as if asking for permission to continue. I nodded. Giving permission was something I learned late in life. When we stepped outside, the air was cool, the kind of fall chill you barely need a jacket for but still reminds you that the season is turning. My sister stopped me in the parking lot. "What did you say to Mama about me?" she asked. I studied her face, anger, fear, and something that looked like shame. "Nothing," I said. I listened. She turned away. I stayed right where I was. I didn't feel joy. I felt calm. I understood that difference. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes it's simply letting the truth arrive at the right moment. In the weeks that followed, things slowly came into place. I organized Mama's house paperwork, closed a small account she barely used, and even found a cable subscription she had never touched. It made me laugh. I bought a new curtain for my apartment window. I got my car serviced. Small things. Normal things. Real things. One evening, my sister texted me. It wasn't long. Just, "I wasn't prepared." I replied, "I wasn't either." We didn't promise forgiveness. Maybe someday we will. Maybe not. Life goes on either way. I'm still difficult. I still ask questions. I still set boundaries. But the word feels lighter now. Mama's will didn't make me wealthy. It made me steady. It gave me the kind of confidence that comes only when someone finally sees you completely. It reminded me that the truth, no matter how delayed, arrives eventually. And for someone like me, someone who survived by staying quiet and steady, sometimes that's the only miracle you need.